we last saw the talk show host, he had left the confines, as it seemed to be, of London to journey by creaky steamship like some damn immigrant. The talk show host won't forget that. To the New York of 1987, which was a cheery town, but a town where, as Tennyson once noted, a man in a box was more than a man in a box. He was a man in a gerbil cage. As our episode begins, the talk show host has just gone over his contract with a battery of lawyers from Cinemax who have shown him a bit of stinking fine print that says, well, in essence, sir, we don't care how big a star you are now. We're going to hold you to the very specific language in this contract, and you're not getting another damn nickel. So, let's sit back and see if the talk show host ferrets out a way to get even. Are you ready for a great show? Yeah. Am I still on camera? Well, how can I tell if I can't see the red light by the door? I don't care if he is the producer, he's standing right in front of it! Look at the size of that swine! He could fit into one of Oprah Winfrey's dresses! Well, just tell him to move! Good.
Good.
Thank you.
Oh, God, I am on. Great. You like that? That little trick I played on you there, pretending I was not on camera and doing a joke about the producer. It was a joke. Oh, I know, it looks real. But that's called comedy. And it's also called acting. Something I picked up in street food upon Avon. Along with a pretty stage manageress and a terrible bout of dysentery. Acting, such a quaint tradition, and something you don't see much of in Dallas. And hell, I don't think we'll be getting much of it from my first guest either. He's the real thing! So wind up the singing midgets and let's introduce him!
It's the first guest on number 5, the big name. Here live, rapping with Max, getting down to the facts. So relax, it's the Fit Show.
Don't clap, it'll only encourage them! Our next guest, ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 253 pounds, wearing a chic gray suit
preach the word. I'm laid out. I'm so happy to be on your show.
Woo, praise the Lord.
Oh, it's excitement.
All right, buddy. You are just the man I got to talk to. You are the greatest promoter in the world, and you know, I got this show, a couple of commercials, big deal. So what? I should be so much further along. You think my people are leaving the office too early?
We just cool it on a PLT, baby.
BLT?
Yes, praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Yes.
Praise the Lord.
Yes,
PLT,
yes.
hold the mail. How would you promote me? Come on, this is your big chance. Come on, how would you promote me?
Yes. We got to take it easy now, Max. You know you're big. There's no question about it. You're excitement. Oh, you're Mr. Wonderful.
Woo!
Oh, yes, you are new computer age. You are genius.
Say what?
You are far beyond the realm of reality. You have transcended earthly power.
Oh, my God!
Max, baby!
My trousers are getting shorter!
A revolution!
Woo!
Yeah!
Right on! Right on! My zipper is rusting, Dandy Don. As astute as ever, Donnie, you are a great promoter. But if you never went into boxing, what else could you see yourself doing? What other profession?
Well, one thing I would like to do is to be into music and to promote music and entertainment, because you know rhythm is our business.
All right.
Yeah, so
the
we
rhythm
wanna
method.
capitalize on that.
We know about that. Guys like us, the
Yes,
rhythm method.
yes.
It goes in, it goes out. Take it all
Yeah.
about. What do you do when you're sitting in the movies and the person behind you won't shut up? What do you do?
Well, you turn around and you give him that real callous glance.
Give me a callous glance.
Yes.
Clarence,
And
the
then you
cross-eyed
say,
lion.
all right, MF, my friend that is,
You know?
straighten up your act.
What if they still won't shut up?
Then you must do something SKD, something kind of different.
Like what? Something involving pea shooters and stuff?
Yeah, it's like a left hook to the snooze.
Like
Yes.
a what?
You know, right on the nose, Max.
I'm hemp to your job.
Yes. You have to adjust your computer and get you righteous. Because I know you can take care of the business. There's so much excitement in
Here
you.
we go again.
Oh, I'm titillated.
This guy's a fag! You are a great and famous music promoter, and Michael Jackson's a very close friend of yours.
Yes, Michael.
Whatever happened to him? What's with the guy?
I'll tell you about Michael. He's a mega star, Max.
I know, buddy.
Yes, he's
He's
great.
like a really strange
He's
dude.
great. And he comes, listen, his sister Janet, she's fabulous. But Michael is doing it all. And when he releases his album, this time it shall sell 100 million. And it shall capture 12 Emmys and 12 Grammys.
Some of you ingrates may be thinking that our little interview is running out of steam, that perhaps Don King isn't the best guest we could have gotten. Well then, why don't we just take a look and see what celebrities are appearing on other shows?
So capable, qualified, and competent. Oh, you have such depth, such perceptivity. You are dynamite. You are dynamism. You are dynamite. You're trying so desperately hard, and you're coming through so beautiful and clear. Yes, and you do it with so capable, qualified, and competent. Oh, you have such depth, such perceptivity. You are dynamite. Every head must bow, every knee must bend, every tongue must confess, thou art the greatest of all time.
So, Don King's starting to look pretty damn good to you then, isn't he?
This guy's a fag! If you had dinner over at Roberto Duran's house and he offered you more turkey and you said, no mas, no mas, you think that would tick him off?
Yes, it would be very confusing because those words have been immortalized into the annals of the sands of time, I should say.
Woo!
No mas, no
and that
mas.
is one bitch and beach, the sands of time.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
As Roberto, manos de piedra de Haran, hands of stone.
Hands of stone.
And now the man of the computer brain.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Don't
he's
do it to me
handsome,
again.
baby.
Dono,
Oh,
it hasn't all been lollipops and roses. You spent some time in prison. You ever sit in on any escape sessions?
Well, you know, we've said about some of those.
Yeah.
You know, everybody dreams, anticipates, aspires, and hopes to be free again.
Right on.
Oh, freedom is the most cherished thing, you know. And the only time that times count is when you're serving it.
You mean like the Times crossword?
Yes, Max, baby.
Oh, no!
Yes, every
Dandy
second,
dog.
every minute of the day you count. Oh.
No.
I'm so glad I know you, Max.
Oh, God. Were you packing a rod at the Leonard Hagler fight?
That's what Bob Arum said. And you know he can't tell a lie.
Are you packing a rod now?
No, I don't have a rod now.
How can we be sure you're telling the truth?
Well, you really can't, Max, unless me and you go out into the courtroom.
You take off your jacket right now and you show us. Show us.
Can you imagine this guy saying that I was
Take off
packing...
your jacket.
Can
Don't
you...
try and
Max,
change the
cool it,
subject.
baby.
He's packing a rod.
Yeah.
He's packing a rod. We are incredible. Dueling maestros.
Yes.
Well, Your Highness, you have been a great subject. Thanks for coming on the show. And see you on the back nine, Dandy Dog.
Yes, Max, and I look forward to promoting you, which would be the epitome of my career, because I think you are super mega star.
All right,
Nothing can
stop
stop
my
you.
wine tonight, buddy.
Oh, you're great. There you go. Max Headroom. That's it for Max Headroom. That's it for Max Headroom. Yes, I do the mission.
It was a Tuesday afternoon. I was on the subway, minding my own business, pretending to be doing the Times crossword puzzle, when suddenly I looked up and I saw this gang approaching me. I sat there frozen. My heart was pounding. Then one of them asked me if I'd be interested in purchasing a share in a house in the Hamptons. Naturally, I was flattered at the offer, but I told them I preferred staying in on Saturday afternoons. But they kept on insisting. And I said, but there's so much traffic going out there on Friday. And then the one with the yellow tie and the red suspenders said, we leave late Friday night. And I said, but coming back on Sunday is impossible. And then the one with the sweater draped over his shoulders said, we leave very early Sunday morning. And I said, I don't even know you people. And then the one who's peeling said, write out a check for $1,200. And what could I do? I was too scared to say no. So far, I've only made it up there 2 times. I tell you, from now on, I read the Post.
My next guest and I have a beaucoup day in common. We are the snappiest dressers in town. Welcome, comedian Emo, the Coffee Creamo Philips.
So this is the future. Ah, boy. If someone would have told me 10 years ago that I'd be on TV, I just would have stared at them because I was on medication at that time. I had the toughest time driving here. I'm driving up 8th Avenue, and I have to get to 1st Avenue. And I think, what side street do I take to get from 8th to 1st? Then I remembered Einstein postulating that parallel lines eventually meet. Well, I'm coming back on the New Jersey Turnpike. And my mom said, Emo, you missed the exit. Back up. I said, Mom, you don't back up on a super highway. There's 3 big lanes, more than enough room to make a U-turn like you're supposed to. My car doesn't steer well anyway. I put a lock on the steering wheel, but I lost the key. And now I can only drive in a straight line. And if I want to turn the corner, I have to go partway into the intersection and turn off the lights and wait for someone to sideswipe me. I called the mechanic. I said, my car starts, but it doesn't move. He said, check the trans. So I said to my brother, take off your dress and help me with this thing. I called this other mechanic. I said I was going down a steep hill, and I went to slam on the brakes, and they didn't work. He said, sounds like you lost a lot of fluid. I said, well, who wouldn't? I'm getting too old for that. I just turned 31. Yeah. Turning 30 was fun, you know. Collected on a lot of family wagers. It wasn't that bad. I made out like a bandit, got some new underwear. Well, new to me. Birthdays are for kids, anyway. My nephew had a birthday. I did some magic tricks for the kids. You know, took his dog and I twisted him into a balloon. I said, okay, blow out the candles on the coleslaw. He said, I want to make a wish. I want to make a wish. So I grab him by the ankles and start spinning him. He goes, wish, wish, wish. I knew what he really meant, but I thought, what a good time to warn him about the dangers of homonyms. And I took him to the playground. I go to the playground all the time to watch the little kids jump up and down and scream, because they don't know I'm using blanks. Exercise. He says, Uncle Emo, give me a push on the swing. So I push him, he says, harder. So I push him, he says, give me a real push, you wimp. So I get about 50 feet back and I run and I push him, he says, give me a real push, you pansy. So I backed up the Buick. Got out of the way, and so should I. Thanks for being my friend. Bye-bye.
For the next 20 seconds, we will be conducting a test of our early warning defense system. Repeat, this is just a test.
Atomic war! We're gonna die! My face! Where's the dog? Why is it always my responsibility? Who do you think I am? Your personal maid?
This has been a test.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Madeline. I don't know why I do talk shows. Come
Let me just sort myself out here for a moment. Oh.
Maddie, my little Central Park Rose, how are you?
What a nice thing to call me. I mean, a rose that would grow in Central Park would have to be pretty
damn strong.
Pretty darn courageous.
Fortified.
Yes.
And fertilized. What's all this about you heading to do talk shows, Maddie Pie? And whose show were you actually referring to, huh?
I just find them kind of artificial, which is always a little bit frightening. And I'm not referring to anyone in particular. Oh, no, I don't know how I feel with you yet.
I think, we're going to kind of warm up, maybe wrap a bit, maybe go out, and who knows. Perhaps I should explain something. My guests think my talk show is different from anyone else's, basically because I don't let them talk. But you're an exception.
I'm turning into a 3-year-old. I just feel mesmerized by you right now.
Treat that microphone like a teething ring. So tell me about yourself.
Wow.
Your love life, Maddie. Who's my competition?
You don't really have any in this day and age, since one has to look very carefully before one leaps. I find that I've been simply stopping at the looking stage now for quite some time. So, you know? I mean, you know, it may always have been a good idea to look before you leap, but romance was much more in vogue some time ago. What? What?
Touch my screen.
No.
Shit! I came on too strong too soon!
Are you nervous with me?
Yeah, damn right I am. My computer chips dance the light fandango. My floppy disk gets stiff.
I guess that's a pretty solemn occurrence, huh? Well, we'll...
Biblical?
Well, we'll just pray, that's all.
Listen, Mandy Push.
Yeah?
I don't want to be presumptuous, but will you take a little advice from me?
Oh, maybe. What is it?
Well, you see, I've read that you've said men don't feel comfortable being romantic with a funny woman, so my advice is refrain from letting them joke while they make love. Okay. Right, Mad?
You
That's
see,
it. That's it.
you see,
That's it.
yeah, no, but you see, what you're doing, you're throwing all these balls at me. I mean, that's what it feels like to me. and
Where are you keeping them? You know, Madeline, someone very cruelly suggested that having played opposite young Frankenstein, you would find it easy to sit opposite me. I mean, surely there are no similarities.
No, he had a zipper in his neck. Do you? Maybe apart from that, well, you have a high forehead.
High, intelligent forehead, kind of like Mount Rushmore.
Yes, indeed.
Quizzes simple, quizzes strong. Quizzes the game for, quizzes the game for, quizzes the game for everyone.
It's quiz time, and just for you, we're having a quiz about New York.
Yes, we are. You feel comfortable about that?
No.
Good. Okay, what's the most common reply when you ask a New York cab driver for directions?
I don't know.
Exactly! Who is the famous star singing
This song about
New York? Let's hear it back. Let's hear it played back. Here it comes. Those yellow cabs will pick you up at any time around the clock and rearrange your intestines just by driving you around the block. New York, New York, New York.
Fabian?
Right, Fabian doing an impression of Max Headroom! Absolutely right! Madeline Kahn, you are a diamond in my treasure trove! Ladies and gentlemen, Madeline Kahn! Thank you, honey bun!
And so, the talk show host, having been mauled, as we've seen, by America's antiquated tax laws, resorts to selling the furniture from his office at Cinemax, about which we shall hear plenty more next episode when the talk show host asks some perfectly valid questions about where his friggin' money has gone. The IRS? The agent? Harry! These people are Good night, and see you again. Hopefully in a climate more favorable to the dollar.
on the